We have breaking news. Let's get right to it.
Past 24 hours, we've seen 34 new cases of COVID-19 here in Utah.
Following breaking news out of Utah, a magnitude 5.7 earthquake hitting just after 7 a.m. local time, about 10 miles west of Salt Lake City.
You need 100 to 150,000 tests a day.
What is going on in the world? It's DreRawka, Isolation20 Podcast, episode number 77. Hopefully you're having a great day. I am having another busy one. So you're getting Isolation live from the Broadway Media Studios in Salt Lake City. I'm out of breath because I've been running all over this station, working, putting things together, trying to be a model employee and citizen. But, you know, that's part of the grind, right? I think that sometimes we forget, like, certain blessings, right? It's a blessing to wake up, do a job I love, a job that I'm learning so much from, and I'm not having to stand out in the cold, work in the heat. You know what I mean? Like, there's a lot of jobs out there that I could be doing that just aren't me, right? Or I know I would complain a lot. And don't get me wrong, I complain a lot in the job that I'm in, but it's like, how do you say it? Like privileged problems from a privileged guy like myself and other Americans, right? Man, it's been a cool week. It's been a fun week. I found $100 on the ground the other day in my community. And so because I live in like these apartment condo things, and so I reached out to the manager people, the people that own like the building and whatnot. And I'm like, hey, I found some money. I didn't tell them the amount. I was like, I found it in this location, but I didn't tell them exactly where. Because I'm like, yo, anybody could be like, oh yeah, it was right there. I seen it, you know, bring it in and they can pocket it, right? So I'm like, okay, if somebody truly lost this money and they want it back, if they reported it, they know about when and where they probably lost it, right? At least I think I would if I lost $100, but I don't carry cash. That's part of the reason why I don't carry cash anymore, is because, man, like, you could lose your money at any time. And it's $100. Think about what $100 extra would do for you right now. Maybe you put that towards like a nice dinner or bills or whatever the case is. Like, it could be, you could do so much with it, right? So it's not a light amount of money. And so I was like, dang, if I lost it, I would like to, I would call the maintenance people or the complex and be like, yo, if anybody returns some money, it was mine. This is what it was, and this is where I left it, possibly, right? So I figured, hey, reach out to the people, let them know that I found it, and if they don't claim it by the end of the week, by default, it's mine. Is that the right move? Let me know. 385-240-4666 is the number. Be a part of the conversation. I want to know your thoughts. Would you pocket that money and just move on with your day? Or would you, try to find the owner of the money? Now, don't get me wrong. If the owner comes up and it's like, yeah, I possibly left it here at this time and it matches up perfect and this is the amount, then, I'm going to be heartbroken. I'm like, hey, man, that was $100 extra. But hey, I can make $100 another way, right? So, yeah, let me know your thoughts on that. What would you do? By the way, Unrestricted this week, I just released it with Trista, Loomis, and Tana with my bio code. If you have not watched this episode or listened to this episode, I highly suggest it. It was such a fun episode. I've known Trista for maybe 2 years now. Probably about 2 years now. And Tana probably just a little bit shy of that. And I'm not a big cannabis enthusiast. I support all cannabis rights, right? Your right to smoke it recreational, for medicine reasons, medicinal. But me personally, I've never partaked in it, whether if it was recreational or I ain't gonna lie, before my surgery, I was using like CBD to cope with my back because my back was jacked up and painful. But I'm not a everyday user, every week, every month, every year user. I'm not. But I respect it, right? I respect it, and I will fight for it. If there's a law that says, hey, check this box if you want recreational marijuana in your state, I'm checking it. If there's a law that needs to be passed to help people, I'm checking it. I want them to get the medicine that they deserve. I definitely, you see them all the time, right? You always see the videos, the pictures of like people on meth and people on like oxycodone versus people that smoke marijuana, right? You always see these things. And it's always the worst side effects with prescription medication. Always. Now with marijuana, it's a good time. You know what I mean? You're always laughing. You get the munchies, right? Sometimes you get paranoid, right? Which is why this episode was important, because what my biocode is, it literally is a technology that will narrow down the correct strain that you should be using for marijuana. Because sometimes people they take whatever. They're like, whatever, I'm taking whatever. It don't matter. And they have side effects, right? But with my biocode, it narrows it down to what your body needs, your genetics. If you take this strain, it's not going to be good. You'll have crazy side effects, right? Paranoia, it might be vomiting, whatever the side effects would be. But with this system, checking your DNA, it will help eliminate that by narrowing it down to the specific type of medication that you need to take, or the specific strain. So if you have not watched that episode or listened to that episode, I highly suggest it. It was so much fun. We played P or Not P. We played What's That Noise? So yeah, go check that out. That's out right now on all digital directories and even YouTube. And speaking of YouTube, because we're here at this my place of business, my place of work, instead of the creative space that we're used to, video might not be the best. Last time, folks were like, Dre, we'll give you the one camera angle this time, but we need the double camera angles back. Shout out to my man Josh and the homegirl Susie that said that. I appreciate you just being a supporter, man, being a part of the podcast. You know, I always call this the People's Podcast because I want you to be a part of the conversation. I want you to chime in. Dre, that was weird. That was stupid. Fact check me. Whatever it is, be heard. I'll play your voice notes. 385-240-4666 is the number. Plus, with upcoming guests on Unrestricted, I want you to be able to ask them questions, right? Be a part of it. We have a whole question segment, and all you gotta do is just shoot me a text anytime, any day, anywhere. You could be a part of it, right? So I appreciate all the love and support that I get with this podcast. This is not an easy job. I was literally just talking to one of my friends about this, about how, and I really didn't understand it, but until I actually dove into it. So back in like, man, what was it? 2000, man, this had to have been like 2010, 11, maybe 2012, maybe. And anytime I would get graphics done by like Sione or whatever, or graphic designers, you know, and there was a flyer change, it's not as simple as just deleting a layer and just rebuilding it. It's like you have to rebuild several layers for that one layer, right? So now that I'm doing more graphics and videos, it's not easy to just do it, right? Now, to some that have done it repetitively and you got templates and whatnot, you can knock them out quick. It doesn't mean that it's easy, right? But I forgot where I was going with that, to be honest with you. But it's been fun having people be a part of the conversation. So if you want to, make sure you save that number in your phone. 385-240-4666 is the number for What's That Noise. It's a lot of fun. We had fun at a bar named Sue, 8136 South State Street, over the weekend for UFC 288. Thank you to all the homies that came through, hung out, ate some wings. Man, who did come out? Who showed up? Was it Angel? I think Angel pulled up. Somebody else pulled up. Dang, I forget already. But it was fun. Aljamain Sterling, Henry Cejudo, the fight that we've been talking about, that we've been hearing about. Aljamain, is he the real deal Holyfield? You know what I mean? They're saying that he didn't really win against TJ. They're saying that he didn't win against Petr Yan. Well, Henry Cejudo, champ. Two belts in the UFC, 1 gold medal in the U.S. Olympics. Tough match, right? Somebody that retired, come out of retirement for this fight. And it was fun. It was a fun fight to watch. It was fun to see this wrestling between these two. And I ain't gonna lie, seeing Henry Cejudo lose and not get his hand raised at the end of the night, it really put a lot of things in perspective with Aljamain Sterling. He is the real deal Holyfield. Anybody that doubt it, I need to stop doing this. I look at previous things that people have done, and I'm like, oh, because they did this, or because they did that, or because of the triple champ, means that they're untouchable. Nah. Not when you got a man from Newark, New Jersey. I think he's from Long Island, New York. Shout out to my New York folks. You got a man from New York, Long Island, that said, nah, I'm tough too. I've been tested. I'm the real deal too. What's up? He let him have it. He did his thing. Now, I guess the next thing for Aljamain is what happens with Sean O'Malley. Is that the next fight? Does Sean O'Malley finally get the fight that he's been looking for? A chance at that belt. It's very early. If you don't know Sean O'Malley, he's the UFC's Tekashi 6ix9ine. Best way to explain him. Rainbow colored hair. He has 6ix9ine tatted on his shoulder. He's from Montana, of all places. But he's a fun guy. He's a character. Here's the thing about these sports entertainers, right? When you talk about sports entertainment, the NBA is sports entertainment. The WWE is sports entertainment. Boxing, sports entertainment. All these things, people tune in to be entertained, right? I mean, arguably, probably the one that's probably not is probably like golf, but even some people get entertained by that. People get entertained by baseball. Baseball has been getting a lot more fun though. Now that I feel like now that there's fun leagues, it makes people in the MLB like have fun too. But anyway, I feel like you need these characters in sports entertainment to bring the entertainment portion. Now the balance with it is, can you find somebody that is both entertaining but also is a great athlete? Sean O'Malley so far has been that guy. Conor McGregor's been that guy. John Bones Jones has been that guy. All entertaining. They can work the mic really good. They're fun to watch. They put on a fun show, and they get the job done. They get wins. Now it's a little tough with MMA, right? Because MMA is one of those sports where you're in there alone, right? And you gotta play this game. It's a dance, right? You can't just fully get your bachata on. You gotta slowly, here's some merengue, here's some salsa. Oh, here's a little hip hop. Let me throw them off a little bit. We're gonna tap dance, right? You can't just go in one style and just kill it. You have to work it out along the way. And I feel like Sean O'Malley would be the best opponent right now, both entertainingly and probably ranking too. Like, yeah, there's probably a few more guys that are better than Sean O'Malley, but Sean O'Malley needs to be tested. The Petr Yan fight, he was tested. Some people say he lost. I think he won. Who knows? The judges gave him the win. But I look forward to seeing how the next few months go for that bantamweight division. The UFC, man. It's an interesting time for the UFC to see what they do with all these fighters.
Hey, Dre, would you calm down for a moment and just let me talk? Just at this point, you're just rambling, all right? What's up, everybody? I go by the name of Will Wonder, and I have a podcast called The Will Wonder Pod. I know, super original name, but I promise you'll love it. We talk sports, we talk music, and generally have some really interesting interviews with people that are doing some really cool things. So make sure you check it out wherever you get your podcast. Once again, that is the Will Wonder Pod. All right, Dre, go on about your business, whatever the fuck you were talking about.
Man, you know what sounds really good?
Just some chips and salsa.
You want the best salsa ever? Get yourself some Sauce Up Salsa at sauceupsalsa.com. Fresh fire roasted salsa, fresh ingredients, fresh produce made just for you.
The name says it all.
You know my name.
This is Are You Dumb?
Yeah, got my notes here. A Texas school student sent 6 of his peers to the emergency room after he deployed, yep, you guessed it, fart spray. Now, here's my thing. One, this is a stupid thing to do. This is very stupid, especially in today's climate where everybody's sensitive. Back in the day, back in the 90s, let it go. Matter of fact, we didn't even have fart bombs. We let off real farts. What we would do is we would play. Yo, hand me those eggs. Let's make pickled eggs, garlic. Throw the sardines at the bottom. Extra spicy. Throwing some chili in there. We eating it like it's a party. Yo, we all on the green thing that you if you ever lived in an apartment complex, we all had this like green energy box. You know what I'm talking about, right? Where you walk past it and it's always humming. And it's like, yo, stay away, electricity, caution signs all over it. No, that was the hangout spot. That's where we would kick it. And we would have our pickled eggs. Eat them. Go to class the next day. Yo, bubbling. It's bubbling. He's heating up. Farting everywhere. Fart machines. We get sent to the principal's office. They thought we were really letting off fart bombs. Nah, it was us. We did it. What you gonna do? Okay, Dre, Jacob, Eric, Alex. Please, just use the restroom next time. And then we abused the restroom pass, the hall pass, so we couldn't go then. We were horrible kids. But this kid in, what was it, Texas? Yeah, Texas. Mr. Fart Bomb, I get it. Funny, cool. I like it. But I feel like you got to get more creative. Fart bombs are out. How do you up the ante? Dang, 6 people went to the hospital because of this. Like, imagine going to the hospital. What are you here for? What can we help you with? I just feel queasy. I smell farts. Boy, if you don't get your ass back in school, like, we ain't got time for this. Oh, it's awful. It's awful. What else we got here in dumb news? Florida man. Oh, anytime you hear Florida man, hit the Florida man sound. I should create one. A Florida man wakes up to burglars sucking his toes. What? Yo, if I'm chilling in my bed asleep and all of a sudden I feel something like licking my toes, I look down and it's you sucking my toes, I might just let you finish. I ain't gonna lie. I just might just be like, yo, do your thing. You know what I mean? Make me a sandwich afterwards. Let yourself out. Just playing. Nah, just playing. That's a good way to get shot, though. Think about somebody copying a key to your house, walking into your house when you were asleep. How heavy of a sleeper are you? Dang. And then them just start to assault you sexually. I'm going to assume that's sexual assault. Maybe it's not because it's not a sexual organ, but he had to have got some type of sexual pleasure from doing that. That's weird. It's weird. And that's a good way to get shot, especially in Florida. Like Florida, whoever the victim was, he had every right in the state of Florida. We've seen people lose their lives for much less in Florida. Taking over a parking stall, the dude hop out the car, approach the car, and bam, 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 it's over. Boom. He's scot-free. It's crazy. Man. Florida. I would really love to go to Florida. Specifically, I'd like to go to like Miami, downtown, where they have the lights on the building. Maybe run into Mr. 305. No, not Pitbull. Jorge Masvidal. Say what's up. Get a nice Cubano sandwich. Maybe go to Cuba. Can you go to Cuba now? Like, we're good, right? We can like travel over to Cuba, right? No issues. I'm pretty sure you can. What else we got in dumb news? I ain't got a lot today, guys. Not gonna lie. Don't gotta lie. A UK man mysteriously survived after sustaining a broken neck, fractured spine, smashed ribs, blood in his lungs, and other car crash evoking injuries. For what, you guess? Tripping over a cat. Lil Fluffy made this man fall, and he had all those injuries all because of his cat. Now, either this man is lying, or this got to be the most fragile person on America, or on the earth. What are you doing? You let a cat beat you up? You let Garfield tie you up? And then afterwards, he beat you up, he go eat lasagna? What are you doing, my guy? I wouldn't even admit that. Like, I could be paralyzed. Yo, leave me down there. I'll just die at the end of my stairs. Let the cat eat me, because you know cats do eat you after you die in the house. They don't care. Dogs will look out for you. They'll live with you. They'll cover you up with a blanket. You're dead, ice cold. The dog cover you up with a blanket, lay next to you, lick your face, and then die right next to you, because that's how loyal dogs are. Cats, nah, they trip you, break your ribs, laugh in your face, paw you in your face, and as soon as you're ice cold, they lick you like a popsicle. Lick that skin right off your face. That's what cats do. So all those cat people, don't trust them. Don't trust them, especially if it's a 55-year-old woman named Nicole with 3 cats and she lives alone. Don't trust her. And do not eat her stroganoff. Do not do it. That's bad news. Don't do it. I mean, the man's from UK, so I mean, I guess that says a lot right there. Social media users have weighed in on a controversy over, let's see, voluptuous mermaid statue in southern Italy. Have you seen this? Yeah. Right on the beach, homeboy, in Italy. They got a big old statue of a mermaid. Except this mermaid, like I said, voluptuous. Woo, thick. Woo. Got that Ice Spice booty. You got the top half of Cardi B. But the weird thing about it is that like it had like a booty, but the booty went into like the mermaid tail. So you know that the creator, the artist, was a sicko. For you to make that booty that big and make the body like all voluptuous and stuff, but then just like finish it off with a tail, not even legs, it's kind of weird. Very weird, to be honest with you. But hey, what you gonna do, man? What are you gonna do? You got a mermaid with King Kong in her pants? Whoa, that sounded mad wild, yo. Would you go, what kind of statue would you like to see? Here in Utah, on 9th and 9th, and don't get it twisted, nobody says 9th and 9th if you're talking about the west side. 9th and 9th on the east side, there's this big old well. It's a rainbow well, and weird things have been happening ever since this statue appeared. But if I can get like the mermaid with the booty instead of the well, I would want that. Like, I want, get rid of the well, give us the mermaid. Booty and all.
If you're a sports athlete looking for a mouthguard to protect your pearly whites, look no further than All Sports Mouthguards.
All Sports Mouthguards, located in West Jordan, Utah. Come visit us, 1385 West, 9000 South in West Jordan, Utah. We offer high quality, made in the USA, custom molded and custom designed mouthguards.
Hey, yo, you're probably listening to the Unrestricted Podcast with DreRawka.
We are?
No, they are.
Yeah, oh, right.
Oh, wow.
And I'm the real Ruby. You can catch me and Fonzie and the G Daddy Funk on Lake Talk 801 Podcast.
Yeah, but I think you have to come in more smoother, more funnier. Like, yeah, they could catch us on the Lake Talk 801 Podcast.
Yeah, y'all can catch us on the Lake Talk 801.
Yeah, and be like, and yeah, man, hey, and they could catch people like me, the real Ruby, and people like you, Fonzie, and people like him, G Daddy Funk,
wow,
on the Lake Talk 801. Who cares?
What did he say?
Huh?
I didn't hear him.
I don't know, but this probably should be the ad.
Are these on?
Catch a new episode every Monday on all streaming platforms. The Lake Talk 801. Tune in now.
And now the movie review segment you didn't ask for. It's Down in Front.
What else we got here? Down in front. Ooh. Family went and seen Guardians of the Galaxy. Courtesy of the radio station, of course. We went and we watched the premiere at Valley Fair. Shout out to Valley Fair, man. That mall has came a long way. They don't even call it a mall no more. They're like, yo, refer to us as just Valley Fair. So, respectfully, Valley Fair. It looks beautiful. I love it. I love to see how many shops you guys got in there now, too. Because sometimes, like with Conwood Mall, back in the day, Conwood Mall was it was full, but then it started to whittle off. And I knew it was over once I seen KB Toy Store bounce. I was like, oh, it's done. It's done. But, yeah, we went to the Megaplex. Good seats, right? Shout out to my homegirl, Shay, hooking up those seats. We watched Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. Now, I'm kind of like a casual Marvel fan. I'm not this dude that like, I gotta watch them all in order, and I'm a huge, fan, but if they come out, I'll watch them, right? Wakanda Forever, dope, right? This one here, Guardians of the Galaxy, Volume 3, oh my goodness. I won't spoil anything. I'll just say it is a heart wrencher. Your heart gets torqued so hard, pause, that you just feel like those tears are gonna come, pause. But I didn't let it happen. Nah. I looked at my wife and my son. I was like, nah, I gotta keep it strong. I gotta keep it strong. I can't cry in front of them. Nah. But I made fun of my son. I was like, yo, go ahead, cry. Cry. I know you wanna cry. It's sad. Character's gonna die. Go ahead. Right in front of everybody in the theater. People looking at me. You know he's gonna die, right? He's done. It's over. He's offed. Done. Everybody looking at me. Shh. Yo, who invited him? Invited myself. And I'm so glad I did. It's such a good movie. If you haven't seen it yet, definitely go see it. Visually, it is incredible. I highly suggest you watch it in the movie theater. Watch it on the big screen, the surround sound. We'll watch it there. I'm actually upset that I didn't watch The Covenant in theater because it came on streaming. It's on what is it on? Is it on Amazon Prime? It's on one of those. The new Jake Gyllenhaal. I think it's Jake Gyllenhaal, where he's in Iraq. He's a U.S. soldier, right? I wish I would have watched that in the theater because, man, the gunshots, hearing that, it just sounds so dope. But Guardians of the Galaxy, do yourself the favor. Don't play yourself. Go watch it in the theater. Spend the $13, $13.50, whatever. Watch it. Let me know your thoughts. 385-240-4666 is the number. I want to hear your thoughts on the movie. Did you like it? What did you like about it? Would you recommend it for somebody else? They're saying that this is the last one, but I feel like the Guardians play such a big role in the MCU world that there has to be some type of spinoff, right? Gotta be some spinoff. They introduced new characters that I feel like will have maybe a spinoff or some type of love in another movie soon, probably. I don't know. We'll see. What else we watch? Me and wifey, we watched a movie called A Guy Named Otto. Now, I'm on Netflix. I don't really put too much stock in Netflix no more. They kind of fell off with some movies, but ever so often they give us some gems. And A Guy Named Otto is one of them. Now, the premise of this show is a man that was once married, loses his wife, and it was the love of his life. Everything he did was because of her. Everything. He lived his life for his wife. He loved this woman. She passes away. Now he's home alone in this community. New development. The first person to live in his house was him and his wife. He had best friends in his neighborhood. And once she was gone, his soul left too. And now he's just a bitter old man by himself, no kids, no anything. And he has a routine life, right? He cares about things that people don't typically care about, right? Like a guy running down the street, stretching before he runs. He has a problem with it. You're showing your junk to the world. It's like, my guy, I have workout pants on. Let me do my thing, right? He gets upset. Very easy. Long story long, a family moves into the neighborhood, And this family is so engaging. And this is kind of what I take from this movie, is that even though certain people in your life or that you come across give you shade, they treat you wrong, or whatever the case is, they could be having a life like Otto. They could have lost the love of their life. They could be going through a lot of hard things. And I don't think they mean it personally. It's just that's just them, right? In this point in life. And this family, specifically the wife, when the wife was talking to Otto, everything Otto was giving to her, smart ass comments and everything like that, she's like, okay, Otto, have a good day, Otto. Hey, Otto, here's some cookies I made. This is my mom's favorite recipe. Here you go, right? And it was that type of attitude that made Otto live a little bit longer every day, because he was trying to commit suicide. He was trying to off himself. He did not want to live. I mean, he lost the love of his life, right? But because of her, every single day, she was giving him a little bit more meaning to life. And I think that's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful story, and it's a beautiful movie. I thought it was shot really, really well. The GOAT, Tom Hanks, you know what I mean? He does his thing. He's a really good actor. And the lead character, the female lead in this movie, super good, man. Super good. She gave me like Penelope Cruz type feels, right? Check it out right now. It's on Netflix. It's called A Man Named Otto. Let me know your thoughts on this movie as well.
All right, that's it. That's all your bitch ass gets.
All right. I know it's short. I promise you we will get back to our regularly scheduled programming as soon as time lets me get this up. Pause. I really appreciate all the love and support. Everybody that has bought a t-shirt, a hoodie on allrock.com, ALLRAWK.com. I appreciate you. It does not go unnoticed. I'm trying to work on myself as far as being more appreciative and showing more love. You know, that's something that, you know, when I leave this earth, I want people to be like, yo, well, Dre showed me love. You know what I mean? Dre showed me love. He showed me genuine love. Kind of like the lady in the movie, right? The Otto movie. I'm trying to not take things personal and move forward and just be better than I was today or yesterday, right? So, yeah, just thank you. I will be at Fierce Fighting Championship number 5. It's Challenger Series number 5 at Mountain View High in Orem, I believe. So if you're out there on Saturday, what is Saturday? I think it's like the 13th. Come say hi. I'll be there spinning the tunes, hanging out, watching some fights, supporting local Utah MMA. So yeah, I will catch you guys next time. Until next time, I hope you have the day you deserve and protect your light. We out. Peace.